Ooh, I should turn off this goddamn fan. 2 secs. Okay, so I restarted the game, part 2 here, and it literally just launches me here. So let's do it. And by here I mean... Here. Let's see what stories we can find. And I do have my trusty wine and even water. And I will probably stop when I run out of wine, which is like 2 glasses from now. Story? Oh, he's gonna update his story. Okay. Okay. It's not a competition, people. Was then I heard a thunderous sound come rising up behind. The hoofbeats of 12 horsemen, their course locked on to mine. Time for whistling. What do we got? Damn, the whistling is so good! New buddy?
When was the last time you ever prayed?
Never.
For me, it feels like a lifetime. My hands, I never thought I'd see my hands so warm, rough and yellow from the calluses. There's a sting like fiery needles like surging through my fingers. When my hands meet, the pain grows hotter, meaner, and my arm muscles contract as if they wish to rip through the skin. And yet, when these hands are picking fruit from the ground, the pain cruelly leaves. Un dolor y 20 centavos. $1.20 is the absence of a prayer. I never thought I'd see myself like this. Please share a story of hope with me.
Probably that one. 2 brothers. Well, the seagull one is good too. They wouldn't be there if there wasn't food.
What a good story.
Thanks!
I will remember it for a while. I know. The future. There's a stir amongst the workers going on for years now. Whatever it is, I don't know if it'll work. And if it doesn't, well, just another day for picking grapes.
With no pain in your hands.
Maybe you have a good, hopeful story to tell?
How about those brothers? Oops.
What a wonderful
Yay.
story.
She likes
We
me.
need stories like this to give us strength. Family. There's my mother, my aunts and uncles from her family. Oh, I miss them dearly. Especially the cookouts, the few my father let us attend. I learned to dance from my cousins, so young and filled with energía. I miss them all dearly. Do you know anything funny? Anything I can write home about to mi hijo?
Funny's real subjective, lady. Mason's loss. Maybe Armagnac? Haha, the dog died. Know a lot of depressing ones. How about eccentric Casey? Do you like that?
That one I do not believe.
Well, it's true.
Crap.
Wait, it might
I
not be
was
true.
talking to a couple, both Mexican, who by day go work in the orange fields and then by night travel back home. Oh, if only it was so easy for me. I could have gone back home as soon as the first day ended, but I didn't have it in me. The routine took me over. Please share a story of hope with me.
The horse got away. I forget what the dreams one is. Some lady gives birth? Alright, who's hopeful-ish? I'm gonna focus on Dupree's hope.
What a good story. I will remember it for a while. I know. My fortune. Has it been good luck or bad? He fooled me so well. His words, his caresses. In the end, all empty. All loveless. That emptiness turned into brimstone. Pain. But every night I thank Dios that I escaped from the embers. Now, tell me a funny story. Make me laugh.
What's funny? I hope you like Armagnac. Really?
Oh, if Mijo were
Okay.
here, I would tell him that one. I would like to see his little face laugh. Traps. What is worse? To have your flesh and blood rob you of your true dreams? Or to have a lover drown them in a lake of veneno?
Lover
Either way, you're at the mercy of conniving men. I pray that my son will grow up far away from such evils. Well, here is the sun. I must get ready to walk again. I'm going this way. New fields, new work. Besides, you must be tired of listening to me. I'm already talking like una anciana, an old woman at the edge of her deathbed. What about you? How do you make sense of your life?
Sorry, I have to snap this. Story me. You told my story. It's a great story. It's not like me saying, no, this is really how it happened. It's gonna make truth spread. Yeah.
His eyes don't quite make it to yours. His whole body keels back over the wooden railing where he perched and down into the dusty road outside the saloon. Now you see the gunshot and the trail of fresh blood that leads back inside.
Dear Lord. Go to him.
Kneeling by his side, you offer platitudes you know are no good. His hand takes yours, and into your palm he presses 2 silver coins, slick with blood. Eyes, he pleads, the last of his life rushing from his lips. You carefully lay the coins over both closed eyes, trying as respectfully as you can manage to fasten them in position. And you move on. Before you turn the corner, you look over your shoulder. He's still there.
Take some money. El Paso, I don't... Duh.
There's a wallet on the ground where the alley joins the street, stuffed with bills. You pick it up and glance around, spotting a man on his hands and knees in the alley. "Excuse me, I appear to have lost my glasses," he sheepishly admits. They're on the ground just behind him. You snag them before he crushes them with an errant knee. "Oh, thank you, thank you." He scans the alley. You, didn't find my wallet too, did you?"
I did.
His face lights up.
Oh, thank you.
He turns, then hesitates.
You know, I had a ticket to see the new movie at the plaza. Not in the mood after this. Please, take it. For your help.
Okay.
Your seat is plush and comfortable. The crowd chats excitably around you. You settle in for the movie. The first few scenes play out fairly predictably. It appears to be a romantic comedy about golf. The crowd seems largely disinterested. Their prior enthusiasm
Is it
muted.
Tin Cup?
Abruptly, the scene shifts from the dancing and grand ceremony to a shot of a grubby alley. People start sitting up in their seats. Takes you a second to realize
What?
you're looking at yourself. You stoop to pick up the wallet. You see
What?
the man. The crowd grows tense as you hand him his glasses. The audience cheers as you hand over the wallet. The applause
What the
spreads
fuck?
like a brush fire. People start leaping to their feet, turning to look at you. Their approbation continues for far longer than is comfortable.
That's nuts. And kind of awesome. You know, I will take a train. I feel like it's gonna be a while before. Let's go to Los Angeles. Choo choo. In this light, everyone's gorgeous.
In this plaza, jacaranda trees nestle among adobe structures. A man sits in the shade of the largest one, plucking notes on his guitar. Wind rustles their branches and stirs up sounds of shouting, truncheons on flesh. An old woman fanning herself looks up at the noise.
I'm gonna leave her alone.
The melody is mournful. In the song, a man bids a tearful farewell to his wife and son as he's rounded up and forced onto a train to a country he has never seen. When the last notes fade, the only sound is the wind sighing through the jacarandas.
Los Angeles? I don't know if it's good. Yeah. Sure. Thank God. Hey, I was listening to that.
A Chevy sedan laden with suitcases chugs to a stop beside you. A woman leans out the window. An infant's screaming, and two boys are punching each other in the back seat.
Could you drive us for a while? I gotta feed the baby, but we need to keep moving. I could pay you.
Don't need to.
You grip the wheel tight as sounds of chaos fill the car. The boys had begun to wrestle in earnest on the Chevy's bench.
Yorona!
Their mother hisses. Both boys straighten instantly. In the mirror, you see their stricken expressions. The only sound is the baby's soft suckling.
Is it a dead grandma?
You direct the question to the boys in the back, but they don't make a sound. Their eyes are wide and frightened. Patting the infant on the back, their mother chuckles. The boys
Okay.
don't speak another word.
Glad I
Even
asked.
when you part ways down the road.
What's Lorona? Can't cross that, huh? Yes, Ken.
An excitable man in dirty suspenders waves you over to a cave mouth.
Partner, do me a favor, friend. Can you, inspect that cave there? Got 2 bits with your name on them.
Sure.
The cave interior is nice and cool. There's a whole bear hide, treated and tanned, lying on the ground. It'd be a good spot to rest for a time, if not for the human skeleton.
Let's check those bones.
Back of the skull has a hole about the size of a quarter. You find a slip of journal paper inside the mouth. Normal bones, which Floyd the respectable prospector ain't touched nor seen much, merely stumbled upon during honest business.
Well, that Floyd sounds like a stand-up man.
The man jumps out of his suspenders when he notices your return.
Friend! Oh, gave me an awful scare. Making me think you got lost in there. Hey, you see those bones? How do you think that fella croaked?
Bearishness.
The man cups your hands and screams in rapture.
My sly friend, you didn't tell me you're a detective. I'd have never deduced that in a million years. Lord in heaven, I'm blessed. Blessed!
After he pulls back, you feel something inside your hands.
I hope it's his phone number.
Oh, it's a shiny silver coin.
Okay.
Great.
There beneath the blazing sun, my horse began to sway. Was then I heard
Hitchhiking,
a thunderous sound
or attempting.
come rising up behind. The hoofbeats of 12 horsemen, their course locked onto mine. White
Rider, White Rider.
ain't
Wait.
fixin' for to join your faded line.
White Rider. I can't sing. Someone changed my story. What? That baffles me. Ooh.
Was 4 days ride from Tulsa, the riders still in tow. They were dressed in white from toe to tip, pale horses trod below. And last among their number, a chilling sight to see.
The railway was a fast route between 2 towns, but the oil which promised to make each town rich was never there. The track died fast. The citizens, like the bird, survive on pickings. The vulture gouges at a cow's jawbone, a piece of paper trapped under the skull.
2 secs. I need to do something phone-wise. Is that fun? Let's see here. White Rider, White Rider.
was 5 days ride from Tulsa when I pitched into the sand. My legs gave out, my body lacked the strength enough to stand. The horsemen moved upon me then, their leader to my side. He said, son, I think the time has come to saddle up and ride. White rider, white rider, well, day will come, we all will join that line. White rider, they come to claim me now, I had my time.
Almost done. Yikes. Anywho, almost done. Alright, let's read that note.
Your motion disturbs the bird. Takes off with an air of disdain. The buffalo is long dead. There was no meat left. It lands again, not far across the track. The note tears as you pull it free. I can't wait longer. Ran out of food. Mary, I can't wait longer. Ran out of food, so had to hunt. I hate it. I said we'd leave for a new life, but not one like this. Guess you've changed your mind. If you still want to marry me, I'm going north. I love you. The rider did not make it far. Some 200 yards across the track is a body on its back. It stinks. Marks in the dirt indicate someone tried to move it. Its arms are folded over its chest. A once white handkerchief has been used to cover the man's face.
What's all that?
The clothes at the front are bloody and torn where they've been pecked by birds. There's no obvious wound that hasn't been inflicted after death. When you roll it over with your foot, the killing blow is obvious. A shotgun blast to the back at short range.
Damn, I was listening to that.
The Chinook salmon, having come to the end of its journey, is a grotesque beast. A great curved hump on its back, and that deformed hook of a jaw. The raven perched on it is unusually large, with a fat tuft of black feathers wrapped round its neck like a mane. With one practiced peck, it strikes at the salmon's blurred eye and pops it like a grape snapping open under your teeth. After tasting the fluid inside, it turns toward you, beady black eyes glinting in dying sunlight.
You want some? I can't eat this all by myself. Suit yourself.
It steadies itself on the carcass, and some of the uric smell wafts over to you.
Don't look a gift eyeball in the mouth's what I always say.
It voice is throaty and rough, fittingly.
What are you here for? Not the salmon.
Stories.
People stories, huh?
It tries to preen a stray feather back into place, but it only ends up more crooked.
What's so great about people? You should collect raven stories. Much better. Well, this one's a secret.
It flaps its wings and flies towards you, perching on your shoulder.
You see, there once was this raven who liked to...
And then, instead of finishing his thought, he just snaps at your eye with that sharp needle of a beak. You flinch and close your eyes instinctively, losing your balance and taking an ungainly fall onto the soft sand of the riverbed.
Ah!
Cries the raven, once again perched on the dead salmon.
People always fall for it. You should have seen your face.
Sneaky raven.
The inn is the only respite from the rain outside. Enormous trees dwarf even the largest buildings and homes here, and the inn is no exception. But you find its interior as dark as the forest outside.
Let's get pokey.
No one is behind the bar. The quiet of the night is broken by the sound of glass crashing into the floor. A huge black tomcat, its coat taking on a moonlit sheen, laps experimentally at the high-proof hooch that it just spilled.
I'm gonna watch.
The cat pads silently into a darkened doorway, entering the back room of the inn. Its tail swivels behind it hypnotically as it moves deeper into the shadows.
I think it's a good story as is.
You take your chance with the rain. Behind you, yowls and hisses echo in the dark. The wind turns the rain horizontal, driving the non-stop downpour into your face. Something tells you to keep on your way and not look back.
I am going to pee and get another glass of wine. In no particular order. Brief phone dicking after sip. Yeah. Let's see here. Ooh, this is jazzy. Moving on. Is this a San Francisco tune? Enter! Is Gamer X here?
Your knees make a nasty cracking sound with every step. Wandering this infernal city of steep hills takes its toll. Just over the crest of one hill, you find a stopped truck. Yang Chow, fresh fruit and vegetables. It's laden with colorful produce.
Those fucking hills were the worst.
You know anything about engine?
Asks a man, obscured by the raised triangular hood of the truck.
I absolutely do not.
Ah, never mind.
He just slams down the hood of the truck, wisps of smoke leaking out of it. He sits on the edge of the truck bed, and you get a good look at him. He's tall, well built, fanned himself with his Panama hat.
Sent my brother over to get a real mechanic, but,
Yeah?
well, I can barely keep this running as it is. Wish I still had a farm.
He sighs theatrically, surprising himself with his own easy honesty.
Sam Liang, landless, broke truck driver. Dad would have been proud.
Farm.
Well, it was my name on the deed. Had to be. But it was father who bought it.
He shrugs, eyes fixed on a horizon you can't see.
You already know what happened, don't you? Same thing that happens to everyone farm.
That.
Had to. It was either the farm or the truck. I could keep growing them, or I could keep selling them.
She keeps selling them. Poor BS. I want to see what's in the store, though. Eh. I think one more camp and I'm just gonna be down. Be at camp! Be at camp! Nope. Well, good. How about you? So good.
Timber! You
quite
hear
a
the
swing.
splintering crack of old growth breaking. A tall, broad man looms in the clearing.
Whoops.
He casts a shadow almost as long as the trees. A handful of other men gaze at him with admiration. A slate blue bull stands to the side, slowly chewing on a patch of grass.
Hey, buddy.
God damn! Shouts the second largest man, scratches his beard. Come on, stranger, give it a shot. Try your arm against old Paul here. He gestures to an axe lying atop a jagged stump. A couple laughs flow through the crowd.
Ha ha ha. I can't chop as well.
You strike out at a reedy spruce. The axe thwacks into the trunk and roots there. You wrench it out and swing again. Your rhythm is shattered by wood splintering. Your opponent has just cut through two thick evergreens growing close together in one fluid movement.
I don't know why we're opponents. We gotta murder some trees.
Thwack, thunk, thwack. The huge lumberjack is cutting a circle around you, barely stopping to let one tree fall before he strikes another. The bearded man shakes his head, watching with amusement. Another lumberjack claps him on the shoulder.
Chop chop.
At last, your tree falls. The bearded man steps forward and shakes your hand. Don't feel bad. No one can match him. I'm not even sure he's human. He looks at the woodcutter, now scratching the ox's ears. You gave it your best. That counts for something.
Thanks. Camp. Okay, thanks for money. Camp! Camp. Nope, it's something else.
Bang! The screen door clangs in the wind. Downstairs, you hear low murmurs. The wind again? Or voices? You were sure this house was deserted. In the living room, two young women are entwined atop a sleeping bag. One has her hands tangled in the other's bright red hair.
I can't believe we found another haunted house.
The red-haired girl laughs. A floorboard creaks under your feet.
Is it a ghost?
One yells.
I'm not a ghost.
The red-haired girl has jumped up between you and her companion, but relaxes her stance at your words.
Well, if you're talking, you probably aren't a ghost.
The blonde says. The red-haired girl looks to her, then back towards you.
What are you doing here?
Passing through.
We're driving around, but Sam made us pull over for another night in a haunted house.
Sam squeezes your hand.
Come on, this is cool. There are probably bats in the attic.
Your presence is not unwelcome, but the two only have eyes for each other.
Oh. Well, bye. That's... I need to snap that. What's going on? What's going on? There. Hey. Is that a camp? Stop it. I'm fucking that up.
They've taken over a booth at the roadside diner. Tables strewn with papers and forms. He's in shirt sleeves, revolver hanging loosely off his chest. She's in a moss green dress from 2 seasons ago, and a felt hat that's begun to warp. You slip into the booth next to him.
Tell me again where you saw him last?
He asks.
He was in the car with me. We were just driving down the road.
Tell me more.
So where did you stop the car? He asks. She sounds exasperated.
I told you. I never did.
They have the same accent, same drawl from somewhere in North Texas or Oklahoma. But his is subtler, although he's been trying to shake it for a few years.
Let's eavesdrop.
You try not to disturb them, but in truth, they barely know you're there.
We were going 40 miles an hour when he vanished. All I saw were those damn lights.
Uh-huh. Well, that.
No tengo amigo más que el viento.
Horse auction. Okay. Got money. Let's go to Reno. Whoops. I should probably be stopping. Animo.
The strains of ragtime rise from an almost tuned piano. At the bar, an older woman, dark-haired and striking, toys with her cigarette holder.
Hope you don't need lodging.
The bartender tells you as you sit.
The hotel's haunted.
At that, the woman chuckles.
Why'd you laugh? I'll ask about the ghost.
The bartender leans in.
This was a long time ago. Woman lived on the 5th floor. Real fancy lady. They say she was...
He breaks off, glances over at the smoking woman.
I shouldn't say in mixed company.
The lady laughs.
Oh, go on.
Her smile is sharp.
Let's hear it.
Well, she had a lot of boyfriends.
The bartender hedges.
I don't get it.
One of them was real jealous. He murdered her in a jealous rage, and her ghost still haunts that room. There's a maid who saw the ghost with her own eyes.
The woman catches your eyes and smirks.
Spirit animal, I need to take a snap.
Last among their number, a chilling sight to see. The 13th horse they emptied with a saddle meant for me. White rider, ain't fixing for to join your faded line. White rider, don't come to claim me for I had my time.
Okay, move on. And I need to stop for a while because I'm getting too drunk. I need to remember these stories. Yeah. Thanks for watching.